welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is Gail. Long time no see. I took some time off to sew masks, and then I took some time off to literally just play Animal Crossing, I guess, and just time off, and I worked for like a week and then went back on leave. But anyway, so I'm finally back in my craft room doing what I love, my paper crafting, and I was making these little shaker hearts. Now I made some of these for my last swap, but I was able before the pandemic to get some foam, so now I'm trying them with foam, and I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of like I might need to ink these or something. Like, I don't know, they don't look as good as the ones with paper, but the ones with paper you have to die cut so many times. But anyway, let's just get right into it. I figured I've already got the stuff to make them. I spent a lot of time getting them ready to make them, so I'm just gonna make them and send them. And I'm using the Lawn Fawn. It's called Heart Shaker Gift Tag, and the item number is LF2174. Okay, so basically I'm not using the whole die set. Now I am working on my Tonic Studios glass media mat, and I have tried to strategically place some paper so that you won't see the glare, because the glare in the camera isn't where I see the glare. So I'm hoping this is working out for you guys. So basically the die comes with 3 pieces. Actually, it comes with these 2 pieces, and then there's one more little piece stuck in there, as you can see. Now you can do these with like a paper backing. So like, I don't know, I don't even use this piece. I'm just using this piece, which cuts out the heart frame, okay? And then I'm using a coordinating, well, not a coordinating die, but a heart that's about the same size, that's a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? You need the acetate to stick to the heart. So this is a die I found in my stash that was the perfect size for this. So I used just plain cardstock for the back piece, and then I used Maggie Holmes Bloom for the front pieces. So you need a front piece and a back piece for each shaker. I've already glued my 2 little layers of foam together here. So this is 2 layers of foam and this is 2 layers of foam. Okay, so I already have everything cut out. I'm just going to show you how I assemble these. And this is how they come out. Now, of course, some of the sequins are sticking to the edge. That's just, you know, that's just how it goes. But some of them are still, like I said, these aren't even perfect yet. Honestly, part of me said, you know, I'm not even going to send those, but I already made them and I spent a few hours making them or whatever. So I'm just going to, I tried to film this video like 8 times and things kept happening, but such is life. I'm just kind of getting back into it, and see, like, sometimes the foam is like sticking out. Like I said, I might go back and ink these, or like if I would have bought pink foam, dummy, it probably would have looked better, but that's life, you know, learn as you go. But I think they're still cute. Like if you're just looking, if they're just like glued down to a project or whatever, they're cute. Like in any, I don't know, they're cute. I'm just gonna go ahead and send them. So anyway, let's just go ahead and assemble these together. It will not take long at all. I just kind of wanted to check in. I have not been making any videos or doing mini crafts. I kind of struggled there, you know, with the pandemic and everything going on and processing everything and anxiety and mental health, and now I'm finally just back on track. So I'm going to go ahead and get the swap done. It is over a month late. Thank you, Karen, for being so very patient with me. But I mean, she understood I took some time off to do mask and then lost my mojo. But I want to go ahead and get this swap done. I have another swap with Mika coming up. We're going to do a Sunny Days flip book and or mini album or whatever. We kind of just always do Cinder's Choice. We swap back and forth. She's my main gal. But so I want to make some more masks, but I want to get this swap out first. Okay, so basically I have my back pieces. So as you can see, this is a stitched heart die. I'm going to use the ugly side to glue my acetate on, which I have already cut. You need 2 pieces of acetate for each heart. So I'm going to go ahead, and I am using Fabri-Tac glue. I did order this Barely Arts glue, which I am loving. I love, 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 love it. I'm so glad I got it with the sale. I got all this glue for 20 bucks. I got the huge refill bottle as well, and that's a great deal because I had picked up these sticky thumb glues and they're okay. You know, they're just, you know, I don't know. I had to try them out, but I'm really loving my Barely Arts glue. But for this project, Fabri-Tac is the way to go. Now, and I have my sequin mixes in here. Okay, so basically I'm going to put my glue on the ugly side of the stitched heart. And if I go out of frame for this, I'm really sorry. I just can't see, I guess, in my old age. But so I'm going to hold the heart like this. As you can see, there's already glue on my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my acetate on here. And I kind of start at the top to make sure it's glued on and then drag it down a little bit just to make sure all it's glued down all the way, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to use my handy dandy tweezers and just go around and make sure that it is adhered all the way down. And I'm going to leave that to dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to my other back piece. I need new cutting plates. Does anyone have that problem where your cutting plates have so much paper embedded in them that they make these little shreds? But that's one reason why I love this glass media mat. Boy, ooh, you can just put your sidekick right here and you suction cup that sucker down and it is not going anywhere. It makes die cutting so easy. I almost wish like my big die cutter had that kind of base, but I honestly don't use it that much. I use my sidekick way more than I use my regular size one, so I'm happy to have them both. And let's see. I got my glue. You know how Fabri-Tac is. It gets all stringy. So I'm going to wipe it off after every use. Here comes my cat. So he's part of the reason why I couldn't film. I filmed this video yesterday and then I went to take a break. And I came back and I forgot. He loves these little, I use Starbucks sample cups that I get from work. Like say when we, you know, it goes from summer to fall or from, you know, cold drink beverage to warm drink beverage time. And we have extra cups or we're sampling something, I will literally wash out the cups and I use these cups to make my sequins. But my cat is obsessed with them. So I forgot and I left my little cup of sequins out and didn't cover it up. So he stole the cup and spilled sequins all over my frigging craft room, which it's my bad. I should have covered it up. I knew better. That's why I have this cup so I can leave the sequins in there and they're covered up and he doesn't mess with it. But that's life. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my fronts on, and I'm just going to see if there's a way, because like I said, this is 2 layers of foam already glued together, so I'm going to see if there's one that looks better, like front and back, like does it cover up the frame more one way than the other? And I'm going to go with this side, so I'm going to put my glue on this side, because my other little glue pieces are still drying, and that's every time, you know, when the little sequins get stuck in the side, Lord, and it just drives me nuts. But it's like I can't wait to shake that thing. It's so satisfying to shake that thing that I can't stop myself. I have no self-control. I've got to shake that dang thing. And that looks really good. Now, I had tried this several ways to where I was putting the foam on this little piece, but I'm going to try it this way because I think it's going to come out better. And I can see, look, it already lined up. This one lined up really, really well. So, yay. But I forgot to put my acetate on there. Holy crap, what a dummy. Okay, but that's life. You learn as you go. Now, let's see if it's still wet enough that I can put some of this acetate on here. Yay! Hey, mistakes were made and mistakes were recovered from. Okay, whatever. I don't have words yet. It's kind of early. My sleep schedule is all off track and I have been staying up till 2 a.m. and my normal wake up time when I'm working is like 4 a.m., 3:30 a.m. So I need to spend this whole week off. Now Starbucks has ended our paid leave today, but I had enough paid time off to take this. Actually, I have enough paid time off to take 3 more weeks off, but I want to give the people that have been there the whole time some time off. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to work next week on a week-to-week basis and see how it goes. I think we're going to have more, another peak here of coronavirus in Georgia because we are one of the states that decided to open early. Now, I know it's a tough call, but as for me and my family, we stay at home. All right, so that looks good. So I fixed that. I got the acetate on there and it still looks fine. Now I'm going to not make the same mistake with this one and I'm going to put my acetate on, but at least it is, I think I liked it doing better that way, putting the foam on first. All right, but I mean, you guys have all made shakers. Y'all have all done this. I really just wanted to come on, check in with everyone, let you know that I'm sorry that I was absent, but I'm finally back on track. I'm feeling way more myself. I've accepted that this is the new reality, and you know, we just have to do whatever we have to do to keep our families safe. All right, I am going to glue this one down. I'm going to set it down on my table and just take my tweezers and press it down just so that I'm not getting all the glue on my fingers and spreading it everywhere. Okay, if my head's in frame, sorry. All right, so I'm going to let those dry for a hot second. And okay, so let those dry. And I'm going to go ahead and put my foam on. Oh, I was like, do I not have enough foam? There it is. That's the one I had to peel off. I'm going to go ahead and put my foam on the back of these two. So I'm just going to take my heart. I'm trying not to touch the acetate. I don't want it to get all grungy. Oh, Fiber Tech, why do you have to dry up so quick? Okay. If you hear that sound, it's my cat messing with something in the kitchen. And probably my nephew will wake up soon. Everybody's home, obviously. It's pandemic time. And he's supposed to be graduating college tomorrow, actually. He's supposed to have his college graduation. And obviously, you know, that's not going to happen. I think he wants me to play fetch. This is what he does when he wants me to play fetch. He brings me a toy and drops it at my feet and looks at me all cute. Now, I got some glue on the acetate. So I'm going to... I just always keep some alcohol handy. See, and I just put it in like one of these little kitchen squeezy bottles. Claude, what are you playing with? Is it something you're not even supposed to have, or is it like... I'm scared to look. What is that? Is that a bottle of medicine? Wow. Go get a toy. I'll throw it for you. Okay, so it's not adhered really well right here in this little widow's peak of the heart, I guess you can call that part. Honey baby, that's a bottle of pills. You cannot play with that. What did you have? Kirkland acid controller. There's no telling, so obviously that wasn't in the drawer. Honey, go get a toy. Go get a toy. Here, you can play with this makeup brush. You like makeup brushes. Here you go. Okay. He steals makeup brushes. And so finally on my cheap ones, I just let him have a few. Alright, so that's the back on that one. Now, this one I kind of have to get some of the... This is the one I put glue on because I'm dumb. Well, I'm not dumb, but I made a silly mistake, but that's okay. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and just put the lid back on that since I got it too soon. And oh, hello. Hello, baby boy. I'll throw it again. Here you go. Oops. Sorry. It hit the door frame and came back in this room, and he's confused. In all my years of life, 40 years of life, and I've never, ever had a cat play fetch before. And we didn't teach him to play fetch. It's just, he wants us, he taught us, I guess. Oh, he's a little boy. I guess we've had him, we got him in the mid-August of last year, and my nephew found him on his college campus. And it was during, you know, the summer, you know, quarter when there's not a lot of people at the school. And they found him. He's on the Formula Racing team. And one of his teammates found this little kitten and was going to take it. And got vetoed by the mom or the girlfriend or whatever. So we were just going to foster Claude. We were going to get him off the street and get him fixed and, you know, make sure he's healthy and everything and then find him a home. Well, it was a fail because we fell in love with this little guy. He is something else. Now, I'm just gonna, for real, let that one dry for a second. Something just fell. What was that? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know, but I don't think it was pertinent to this project, so I'm just going to let it go. All right, so that's the front. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And this one that I have on the back, I'm going to try to clean this little... Now this is just a back little window, but still... So is anybody playing Animal Crossing? I am obsessed. I love it. It is so fun. It's a great escape for this time. You know, normally I'm not going to have that much time to play video games. So I played the heck out of it last week. Now I'm trying to get back on my crafty groove. But seriously, Animal Crossing is so fun. I had never played it before. I guess there's older versions like in 2014 and maybe even older than that. I never played it before. We have a family Switch, but I'm more of an Xbox girl. I play my Xbox. And so these kids, before the pandemic started, these kids, and I say kids, you know, they're like 20, whatever, 21. Some of them are in high school, are talking about Animal Crossing. And I'm like, well, what is that? What are you talking about? And they're like, that's a video game, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, once the pandemic started, I knew I was going to be at home. I kind of mentioned it to the guys, to my dad and my nephew, and I was like, oh, whatever, Animal Crossing. And I went to take a nap one day, and I wake up, and they have downloaded Animal Crossing for me. Now, how awesome is that? And I freaking love it. It is so fun. It is so cute. It is so relaxing. So creative. People are doing so many creative things with this game. It is just crazy. So I'm taking out some of just the bigger sequins that I have in here. I'll put those, you know, I made this blue mix, but I'll use that if I make a memory dex card or something like that. But I wanted to have at least one theme of things with a shaker, and I'm not super happy with how these are coming out, but they're still, I'm still going to send them. But I'll probably make something else that has a shaker on it, just because, well, A, I have lots of sequins left, and B, these aren't the greatest. But I had to try it with the foam. Because the ones I made for Christian, I just die cut this little heart out a million times. Well, you already need 2 hearts for each little shaker. And I think I want to say I used 6 pieces of paper to stack it on. So that's 8 hearts you got to die cut. I only have one of the dies. So you can imagine how long that took. So I was like, oh, I'm going to try it with foam. And then 1 layer of foam wasn't really enough, but 2 is enough. All right, so now that I've got this on here, I'm really going to press down and just try to make sure it's all sealed. It's all adhered down. And I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to shake that one. Holy crap. You scared me, buddy. Hey, hey, that's, So I did drop a heart. I knew something fell off this desk when he was up here, and now I don't know. I'm gonna have to die cut out another little heart. Let's see. Oh no, there it is. Claude, you are something else, buddy. You are something else. All right. So on this one, I have the front side is already there, but that's how I'm gonna have to do it because I wasn't paying attention. All right. Get some little sequins mix. I'm going to take out the bigger ones. I feel like I didn't maybe put enough pink in this mix. But I also feel like I put so much pink in all my other mixes. Ooh. Too much. Too much. Alright, that seems to be about right. I mean, that's a lot for one, but you know, I don't have a lot of them in. I don't have a lot. Alright, now. Trying to get it away from the edges so it doesn't stick. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on my sequins in case he comes through here like a wrecking ball again. All right, I just excuse the glue on my fingers, and now I have a sequin stuck on there. Now this is the back. Oh, that's the little cup he took from me, the sequins he's playing with right now. I'm not going to flip that one over because I don't want the sequins to stick, but that is it. So you need 2 acetate pieces, 1 pretty piece, and 1 regular piece of cardstock, and the sequins and glue, and then foam or whatever you're going to use in the middle to stack that up. So really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 runs through the machine for each one of these. So 6 times 6, 36. Whereas the last time it was so many because I used paper to stack those. And honestly, for how much faster this was, like this one didn't line up perfectly all the way. So whatever, that one might be a loss. But you know what, you could, if one side didn't look good, you could just use the pink side. But that's really the worst one. The rest of them came out pretty okay, and they're cute. Ah, this is my favorite paper, I think, from the collection. So I'm going to have some self-control and not shake these until they dry a little bit more. But that is about it for this project. And my next video is probably going to be either some more embellishments that I'm making for this thing, for this swap, or it's going to be the reveal, the outgoing video, the outgoing Happy Mail video for this swap. And then, like I said, my next swap is going to be with Mika. It's Sunny Days. And then I'm going to be making some mail for Soleil, who is enchanted by craft. She is so sweet, and she's just sent me a box. Now, obviously, that's coming all the way from Australia. So I'm really excited to have my first international mail come in. And so I'm going to be making a swap for her. Something, I'm going to put together something. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite gotten there. I need to get through these projects first. And then I think I am going to be swapping with Sammy, who I did a swap with over the holidays, and she reached out to me and asked me for doing swaps, and I said yes, it might be future, it might be a fall swap at this point. And we had kind of maybe talked about doing Magical Forest or Heritage, or a blend of those two. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into my crafty groove. This was just a super easy, quick project, and the video is probably longer than it needs to be, but I digress. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.